This is a clip of at a cotillion ball that they're having a discussion about Louis Buñuel.
Do you know the French film, the discreet charm of the bourgeoisie?
There were certain scenes were only covered in walk talks, and then there was some scenes that were extremely covered, large dialogue scenes with a group of people, and then there were certain scenes that were somewhat covered, but then stylistically it made sense to stay in one shot for certain scenes just to give it a certain kind of elegance and flow.
The term bourgeois has almost always been one of contempt. Yet it is precisely the bourgeoisie which is responsible for nearly everything good which has happened in our civilization.
But that's grammatically incorrect. We can't do that. It's impossible. So I said, well, look, let's sit down. We need to screen it. We need to show it to people and get a sense of how it's playing. So after having like 10 people sit around Steenbeck and watch a 2-hour and 40-minute rough cut, he was he was a convert at that point. So we just started shaping it. Taylor, the guy with the glasses, Taylor was probably the most experienced actor in the group, and Chris Eigenman was a budding actor, and he was like, it was a really stellar performance from Chris. I mean, Chris was like really something, and the young woman who played Audrey was quite lovely, and she had a little bit of experience, but some of the others were students.
But the truth is, the bourgeoisie does have a lot of charm.
Of course it does.
When I read that script, it was like, it was just something very special. It was like it had an attitude that was new, that was different. And also I think the popularity of it played into like that kind of late 80s, early 90s kind of plutography, that people were interested in, like in this kind of like rarefied group. And I remember screenings which were so interesting. There would be waves of laughter, and I knew they weren't getting it. They wanted to.